here, my name is Melissa Hunergart and I show all things cooking, cleaning, organizing, and decorating, basically all things homemaking. And I would love it if you would pause this video and subscribe to our growing community. And if you are returning, it is so great to see you again. I want to show you guys kind of what is on my agenda today for down here. So I have kind of slowly been making some changes down here in this area from the way that we had it. However, I have pretty much kept everything that we had. I've just switched it up a little bit. I'll show you what I mean by that. So over here, I have had this, I want to say nightstand, but it's not a nightstand. This couch table, end table kind of thing, but it was kind of a reddish oak color with like a shellac kind of on the top, and I've never been 100% in love with that for quite some time. Like, that was my decor way back when we lived in Georgia, kind of the deeper tones. And then as, you know, my style has changed and developed and all of that, it's never been my favorite since then. So what I did was I stripped it down and I sanded this down. And so now it's just this really pretty kind of deep natural looking wood. This lamp right here I actually found at Savers. And if I can find a picture of what it looked like before, I will put it in here so that you can see. But all I did was this really cool faux kind of paint pattern on the base, and it totally changed up that lamp. And then over here, what have I done? These shelves were darker. They were kind of that red tone as well. And so all I did was just sand those down to natural wood. And so it just really brightened up that space right there. Just by kind of making those shelves lighter, it just made the area a lot more airy. And then over here, I found this really cool little stand at Savers as well, and again I stripped it and took it down to natural wood. So that is kind of what I have done as far as, oh, and I brought our living room coffee table down here, and I'm just gonna leave that the way that it is for now. I don't know, I might take the shiny part off of that at some point, but right now that is just not high priority for me. So over here, this is what I'm thinking. So prior to now, we had kind of like a short, I guess you could call it a credenza. I'm not even sure. It was like half the height of that fireplace, and it just kind of sat underneath the TV. You could see the cords coming down from the television. There wasn't really a great way to hide that. And so I had been thinking, you know, what can I do to make that space kind of more cohesive? I've always really wanted to have some type of faux fireplace down here, but was never really sure how that would work out since we had the TV on the wall above it and all of that. So I started researching and I found this one on Amazon, and I really, really like it. I like the size. Obviously, it fits perfect underneath that TV. However, it looks like some type of a dollhouse figurine under that TV. So not to mention the fact that I have all of these cables over here that I need to house and camouflage and all of the things. So again, started researching, started figuring out like what can I put on each side of this to make it kind of appear as one unit per se. I found these at Target last week, and I need to fix this door right here. It's just that the hinge kind of popped out right there, and so I just need to brace that in there. But like I said, these are from Target. This is kind of a wood texture. Obviously, I'm sure it's probably not real, but that's totally fine. I loved the rattan on the front. I'm kind of a little bit into that right now. But again, I liked it because it wasn't so dark. With our couches down here, I have to be really careful with the other pieces of furniture that I put in here, because otherwise this kind of space right here, like the circumference of this living room, will just be very, very clustered because of all of the darkness. So I hope that made sense. I feel like maybe I didn't explain that great, but anyway, the rattan on the front, I think, is really going to open up that space over there with the dark TV. We've got, you know, kind of the darker things on the wall. We have the dark couch and all of that. However, what I want to do is, I am not 100% loving the look of this rock on here. In a different setting, I think it would be great. However, in the setting that it is right here, it looks a little bit fake. And so I want to kind of try and do a texture on that, and just, not even a texture, but just like paint that rock black. That way that whole unit is black, and it will kind of go in and mesh with the screen down there and with the furniture that's going to go on the side, because the surrounding part of these cabinets is obviously black. So I think that that will just really warm up that area and make it all make sense together. So that is my plan for down here today. Again, I need to fix the cabinets on that. I need to go ahead and put the handles over here on this one, and just get this whole space kind of put together. That way we can have a really super cozy place to come down here and watch TV. We don't really watch a lot of TV. Like, we watch football all the time. We'll watch movies together as a family. Chloe and I love to come down here and watch Gilmore Girls. And so we do spend a lot of time down here, especially on the weekends. Our weeks are a little bit crazy because of just kids' school and sports and all the things. But on the weekends, we do spend quite a bit of time down here together as a family. So I'm really excited to get this space cozied up, ready for fall and winter, and I think it will look great. So I'm going to put the camera down and kind of start the transformation and bring you guys along with me so that you can kind of see how it progresses, and hopefully we can get this whole thing knocked out today.
I bet you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are. But I don't know that much about you, what things you like and what you don't. It's not that long since I met you for the first time. You know we should work it out. You know we should work it out. Before I'm too invested, I should probably ask you all my questions, get to know you better. Like, can you be trusted? Will you take me for granted? And will you let me down? I know I'm feeling something for you. The way you look, the way you laugh, and how you move. It kinda makes easy. Hey. But we should take it slow, work things out so you don't let me go. When I come real close, I don't want to get hurt.
The really great thing about this not being a real fireplace was that I didn't have to worry about the type of paint that I was going to use. The space does not get hot on the surface, so I could just use the paint that I had left over from painting my front door a few weeks ago, which made it really easy. While painting, I was just really careful to be sure and get in between the rocks so that none of the previous color would show through and cause that space to look really messy or unfinished. I would say overall, it really didn't take too long to finish this part of the project, which I was thankful for because my patience with painting is not really one of my spiritual gifts.
Yeah.
Sadly, when I got this cabinet opened, I realized that it did not have the hardware inside of it to match the other one. It didn't have any hardware at all, actually. So luckily, I was able to add these knobs that I had left over from redoing my kitchen cabinets, and I just swapped these out as well. That way they would both match. Just always keep in mind that just because something doesn't look exactly the way that you want it to at that very moment, pretty much everything can be swapped out or redone to kind of make it what you want or where you want it to be. So don't ever just disregard something because it's not exactly what you want at that exact moment. The room is finished and I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out really well. I love that the rattan kind of brings in a natural element to this place. I chose not to put any decor on the top of the cabinets just because I feel like there's already a lot going on the wall, that if I were to put anything on top of there other than the speaker on the left and then on the right is my wax melter, I just feel like everything would fight with each other and it would just look very cluttered, very claustrophobic. So I'm keeping that simple. I switched out a couple of the pillows over here on the couch. I kept the one that is this color on there, but then I added the rust colors. Those were on my guest bed actually. And so I brought those in here because I had this one over there instead of the rust, but it's almost literally the same color as the rattan on the cabinets, and so it was just a lot of the same thing side by side, and it did not look good. As far as the coffee table decor, I kept that very simple as well. I just have this metal plate down here with a clear pumpkin and some of these acorns. The acorns I got from the Target dollar spot this year. Everything else I have had. The metal like serving tray, I got that at Goodwill last year, I think. And then that pumpkin I got at Home Goods last year, but I mean, they have those every single year. And then I just used a couple of the leaf picks that I had from last year. They were from Michael's, but I think they have them again this year if I remember right. I'm pretty sure that I saw those. It actually might have been Hobby Lobby. I'm sorry, I don't remember which one it was. And then just that milk glass to kind of add a little bit of a feminine touch down here. So then on this side, I kept things very neutral as well. I just have this plate down there on the bottom that I got from Target a couple years ago. I just use that as kind of a stand more so. And then this little pot I also got from Target, I think last year or the year before. And then I just put a candle on the inside of that. I wanted to keep things very natural and very neutral down here because we have a lot of bigger, darker furniture. I didn't want things fighting with each other. And so by kind of keeping the accessories and some of the different things in the room more of a neutral wood color, it just kind of helps tone down a little bit of that as well. Because this is a more masculine area because of all of the sports things that we have down here. We also have stuff over here on this shelf as well. And then we have things over here. And then I'll show you in here, even though it's not done and I'm still working on this area. We have sports stuff over here as well. I just have a couple more things to do in this room to get it kind of where I need it to be. Basically just putting a couple things away. But like I said, it's a very masculine area down here. And so I wanted to just kind of keep with kind of the rustic theme that we have going on. And I think it looks good. I still need to do that built-in shelf. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do there. Like I have an idea, but I don't know. Stay tuned for that. And then over here, we have the piano. That's actually my grandma and grandpa's piano that I was fortunate enough to get. I just have this right here, again, to try and add a little bit of a feminine touch. It's nothing special. I just have this shelf. The shelf is from Amazon. I will link it down below. We've had it pretty much since we moved in here, so there's a chance that it is not available anymore, but I'll try. And then up here, I just have a vase that I DIY'd, just like I showed you in the video of the porch decor. And then I put some pampas grass inside of that I had. And then I had those little picks up there. Those are from Hobby Lobby, I think. And then I got that vase from Hobby Lobby this summer. It was marked down to $3, which is insane, but I absolutely love it. I love that it has the glass plus kind of the natural element of the base. And then these two things down here, I have had the pear for years. I don't even remember where I got that from. I got the apple from Savers, and I got this little kind of vase type thing from Savers as well. I really hope you enjoyed this video. We are finally getting cooler temps where we live, and I just love the whole cozy vibe and want to share it with everyone. I would love it if you guys would comment down below some of the fun things that you do once the weather starts turning. Fall is here, holidays are literally right around the corner. That way maybe we can all get inspiration from each other for different things to incorporate into our home. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for video notifications. By clicking on that bell, it will just notify you each time a new video has posted and takes the guesswork out of it for you. Life has finally slowed down over here a little bit with sports, and we had some family stuff and surgeries and so on, but I think we're finally in the clear, from my lips to God's ears. I have 2 more videos coming out this week, one of them being my fall home tour, so keep an eye out for those. And next time when you come back, bring your friends and we can all hang out together. If you are not following me on Instagram, jump over there really quick and do so. I post there every day, and that seems to be a better way for me to interact with you. I have thought about doing maybe some live chats, so let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. Maybe we could do like a Q&A or whatever. But until next time, just remember, the best way to get something done is to simply begin. Now go get after it and believe in yourself just as much as I believe in you. Bye-bye.